Hi there. Thanks so much for joining me. We're doing a short sun salutation series, so let's go ahead and get started. To begin, let's come toward the front edge of our mats, finding ourselves in mountain pose. So just starting with shifting the weight, bringing it forward and back, and then maybe side to side, just getting a feel for that mat. If there's anything that we need to move around or shake out, just taking this opportunity to do so. And then settling in, feeling ourselves firmly rooted into our mats. Starting to build our pose from the bottom up. So we're lengthening all the way up through the crown of the head. Let's start with just rolling the shoulders a bit. And then allowing the palms to face forward, the fingers to reach long down toward the mat. Crown of the head lifting up toward the sky. Eyes gently closed, and just taking a few breaths here. Just using this time to really come into this place, to create a little bit of separation between anything that may have been going on before and this time now. And allowing that breath to flow freely as we inhale, filling, exhaling and emptying completely. Seeing if we can even out the length of the inhales and the exhales. So however long they are, doesn't matter. Just letting them match. And every inhale brings us a little bit more within. Each exhale carrying away anything we don't need here on our mat. And whenever we're ready, starting to link breath with movement. As we inhale, allowing the arms to reach up long. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhaling and reaching. Exhaling, hands floating back down to the heart. Following our breath at our own pace with the breath. So you may be flowing a little bit more quickly or slowly than I am. Then that's just great. Allowing the breath to guide the movement. And the next time the arms reach up, keeping them lifting, relaxing shoulders away from the ears, fingers reaching long. Inhaling here. Exhaling, letting that left arm float down. Reaching long through the fingers of the right hand, reaching down through the fingers of your left hand. And then inhaling, taking both arms up, exhaling, hands to the heart. Again, inhaling, reaching the arms up. Exhaling, right arm this time, floating down. Left arm reaching, right hand reaching down. And then inhaling, taking both arms up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. From here, inhaling and reaching up. Exhaling and sweeping the arms behind, allowing the palms to face one another, allowing that chest to lift. So feeling those shoulders rolling back, that squeeze between the shoulder blades as we open through the chest. Inhaling, exhaling and releasing the arms down. This time we'll inhale, reaching up. As we exhale, flat back, coming forward into our forward fold. Just taking a moment to gently turn the head from side to side. And then we're nodding yes. Our fingers can be on the floor. Maybe, depending on our hamstrings, the backs of those legs, our low back, maybe the hands are on the shins. Wherever we are, allowing those fingers to connect with either the legs or the floor, keeping a soft bend in the knees, starting to feel that length through the back side of the body, bending the knees and straightening. This time, let's bend those knees deeply, coming to a flat back, inhaling, sweeping the arms to the sides. Exhaling, hands back to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhaling and reaching up. Exhaling, swan dive, coming into forward fold. Bending the knees deeply. Inhaling, reverse swan dive. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhaling, reaching up. This time, exhaling, left arm down. Taking that lateral flexion, reaching long through the right hand. Inhaling, both arms up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhaling and reaching long. Exhaling, right arm down. Reaching through that left side now. Inhaling up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Moving into that chest expansion, inhaling and reaching. Exhaling and sweeping the hands behind, shoulders rolling back, lifting through the heart. This time, maybe the palms meet, maybe we interlace those fingers. But if the shoulders start to round forward, we just release that bind, palms pressing in toward one another. Inhaling here. Exhaling, releasing the arms down. Inhaling and reaching up. Exhaling, swan dive, forward fold. This time, let's inhale and lengthen to a flat back, shoulders rolling back, crown of the head lengthening forward, tailbone reaching back. Inhaling here. Exhaling and releasing down. Again, inhaling and lengthening. Exhaling and releasing. One last time. Inhaling. And exhaling. This time bringing the hands all the way down to the mat, taking the right foot, stepping it back, finding a nice lunge. Holding here. And then let's step forward. Bending the knees deeply, inhaling, reverse swan dive. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhaling and reaching up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, lengthening, flat back. Exhaling, folding forward. Again, inhaling and lengthening. Exhaling and fold. One last time, lengthening. And folding forward. From here, taking your right foot, stepping it back, finding a lunge. Let's lower that back knee. Coming into a kneeling lunge. If we need any extra padding for the knee, we can double up the mat. Maybe just put a towel or something there. And allowing ourselves to sink into that hip, coming up onto fingertips, lengthening. Inhaling here. Exhaling, let's step that left foot back, sinking into a child's pose. So in our child's pose, maybe the forehead comes down to the mat. Maybe we want to stack our fists. If we have a block handy, we could use that. Placing it on whichever level we need. And then allowing the knees to open, giving those hips a little bit more space, that belly. Whatever we need for just a couple of breaths here. Allowing those shoulders to relax. Allowing those hips to settle. And then as we're ready, coming up, bringing those knees back in and stepping your right foot forward, finding that kneeling lunge once again. Letting those hips settle. We're finding that knee directly over the ankle. And then from here, tucking the toes of the left foot under, lifting the knee, coming forward into our forward fold. Bending the knees deeply, inhaling reverse swan dive, exhaling hands to the heart. Inhaling and reaching up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, fold. Right foot stepping back, finding lunge. Dropping that knee. This time as we sink into those hips, maybe starting to come up, bringing shoulders over hips, belly drawing in. Hands can stay to the thigh, maybe come to the heart, maybe reach all the way up overhead. Inhaling, exhaling, releasing the hands down, stepping back, finding our child's pose. Coming into an extended child's this time, spreading those fingers out nice and wide. Arms are extended, the elbows are straight. From here, we take a quick glance up at the hands, that middle finger extending out from the shoulders, thumbs pointing toward one another. Using that core strength as we shift our weight forward, finding our kneeling plank. Exhaling, sinking back into our child's. Inhaling and coming forward into our kneeling plank. Exhaling and sinking back. This time inhaling and coming forward, pausing here. Coming into our crocodile, chaturanga, we're shifting shoulders slightly in front of those wrists, hugging those elbows by the sides, lowering down, only going as far as the upper arm is parallel to the floor. And then let's just push it back up and take it all the way back. Inhaling, coming forward into our kneeling plank. Exhaling, hovering in our crocodile. Inhaling, pushing up. Exhaling, taking it back. This time, inhaling, coming forward. Exhaling, hovering, pausing here. And then releasing all the way down to the mat. Lengthening those legs back. Rolling the shoulders, maybe taking a moment to look over one shoulder and then the other. And then coming back to the center, the tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Those shoulders rolling back, belly button drawing in, lengthening through the spine. So we have no weight on our hands in our cobra, just using those back muscles. Inhaling, exhaling, releasing our back bend, taking it back, finding our child's pose. With an inhale, stepping your right foot forward, finding that lunge on the other side. Letting those hips settle, coming onto fingertips, option to come all the way up, shoulders rolling back, hands to the thigh, the heart, or all the way up overhead. Inhaling here, exhaling, releasing down, coming forward. And we can always help that foot. We can scoot it however we need to get it into our forward fold. Bending the knees deeply, inhaling, reverse swan dive. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhaling and reaching. Exhaling, folding forward. Taking your right foot, stepping it back into that lunge. This time, we'll stay in a full lunge or lower down to that kneeling lunge. Finding the knee over the ankle, walking the back foot back as far as it will. Finding that nice opening through the hips. Just staying low with this one. Inhaling. Exhaling, let's lower the knees, step it back, finding our child's pose. And coming into our extended child's. Spreading those fingers out wide, preparing to come up into our downward facing dog, feeling the fingers pressing into the mat, feeling light through those wrists. From here, let's tuck the toes under, lifting the knees, lifting those hips up and back into our inverted V. From here, alternating, pressing one heel and then the other down toward that mat. Making whatever moves feel good here. We can let that knee cross the midline. Can let the foot even lift up off the floor. And let's all lift up onto the balls of both feet. Inhaling. Exhaling and sinking through those heels. So if that low back feels particularly tight, if we feel like our shoulders are too far forward, we just bend the knees a little. From here, inhaling, coming forward into a plank with or without the knees. We can always lower them down. And then exhaling and taking it back, down dog. Inhaling and coming forward, full or kneeling plank. Exhaling, taking it back. Always feeling free to come into child's if we'd like. Coming forward into that plank, pausing here. And now moving into that crocodile pose. We can lower the knees if we'd like. We shift slightly forward and then we lower and lift back up. Inhaling, coming forward, full or kneeling plank. Exhaling, lowering crocodile. Inhaling back up. Exhaling and taking it back. This time inhaling, coming forward. Exhaling, lowering. Inhaling, finding our cobra. Or pressing into the hands, straightening the arms, knees and hips lift up off the mat for our upward facing dog. Inhaling here. Exhaling, releasing our back bend, taking it back. Just breathing. And then with an inhale, taking that right foot, stepping it forward, finding a full or a kneeling lunge. With our next inhale, stepping the left foot forward, coming into our forward fold. Bending the knees deeply, inhaling, reverse swan dive. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, folding forward. Right foot steps back, finding lunge. Dropping the knee if we'd like, staying low or high with this lunge. Hands to the thigh, the heart, or all the way up. Inhaling. Exhaling, releasing the hands down, stepping it back, child's or down dog. On an inhale, we come forward into our plank. Exhaling, lowering with or without those knees. Heart forward, cobra or up dog. And taking it back, child's or down dog. Inhaling that right foot forward, finding our lunge on the other side. Releasing the hands, coming all the way forward into forward fold. Just turning that head from side to side and nodding yes. And then bending the knees deeply. Inhaling, reverse swan dive. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhaling up. Exhaling, fold. Right foot comes back, finding lunge. Left foot comes back to meet it. Child's or down dog. Inhaling, plank. Exhaling, lowering, crocodile. Heart forward, cobra, or up dog. Releasing, taking it back, child's or down dog. Inhaling, right foot into our lunge. Exhaling, left foot to meet it in forward fold. Bending the knees, inhaling, reverse swan dive. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Just pausing here. Breathing. Allowing ourselves to integrate that work. Let's take one last deep breath in together, inhaling, sweeping the arms to the sky. Exhaling, hands to heart center. And the light in me honors the light in you as we say namaste.